to the Sportz Nutz.
What? We're back. Welcome to the Sportz Nutz. We hope you had an absolutely amazing holiday break. Oh, man, it's so good to be back in the driver's seat and just talking sports with our friends. It means the world to us. Welcome to episode 178, or as we say, it's the start of the 2026 campaign. I've got to give a quick special shout out to 95.5 KFCE in Terrell, Texas, and TigerNation.live, which airs in Texas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Matt, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you since literally last year. I know it's the most corniest dad joke ever, but I haven't seen you since last year, man. How you doing?
Yes, Brandon, we haven't seen each other for quite some time. Everything's been good, man. Man, got some really good news yesterday, man. So I'm just kind of basking in that and just ready to see what this year brings, man, for certain teams.
Absolutely. My man sitting right below me, Shane Owen. What's going on, man? I like the banner, by the way.
Oh yeah, well, I tried out some different things. 2026, new year, new me, as they say. Just glad to be here and ready to get this year started off, and good to see everybody.
Exactly. My man sitting right over to here to me, Pinsman. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. How's everything going on your end, sir?
Everything's going fine, especially what happened Sunday night. Everything was fine and dandy.
Talking about hair on your head. Talking about hair by your chinny chin chin. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
What are you talking about? We had to rely on the Falcons.
I had to tell you, you'd be a Falcons fan. I said that.
Oh boy.
Oh man, but guys, yes, we are back and we're better than ever. It's been a long 2-week vacation, but it's nice to be back and in the saddle and ready to rock and roll. Guys, we have an absolute amazing set of episodes lined up. Christmas has come, Christmas is gone, and was it a true delight? We saw some amazing people, some great friends, but also some amazing sports. And I know it's been a while since Christmas Eve, but the University of Hawaii, y'all, did something special. And they have a little bit of an NFL tie to it. What am I talking about? I'll tell you guys in just a minute about that. It's more towards a stab to the New England Patriots, Matt. I'm going to give you guys a list, okay? All of you, and you have to do this. You're going to rank them. 1 being the worst, 5 is 1 star, 5 stars. Really what it is, all right? And it's to see how do you grade these quarterbacks? 10 quarterbacks. You give them a 5-star rating, that means they're the GOAT. You give them a 1-star rating, you know what that means. But I want you to give me a star rating and just a brief 1 to 2 sentences why you graded them the grade that you have on that. Then I got another good one for you guys. This is kind of tethered more to Shane because I know the kind of baseball fan he is. But and this is for everybody, but who is the most famous baseball player that you ever met in person? And what was your reaction when you met them? Think about that and let me know in a minute. Guys, the NHL is expanding again. Yes, we already know about Atlanta and Houston, but there's 2 others. Yeah, I'll share with you guys in a minute. And this is true. Pinsman knows the answer to that as well. We have our honorable mentions that we're going to talk about. We've had literally a lot of sports stories have transpired in the last 48 hours. Gosh, there's so many. Where do we start from? But you know what? We're going to start with this. The University of Hawaii did something amazing and something special. And I told you it has some sort of an NFL tie to it. Why do I say that? Because Hawaii, they started out being down 21-0 to the Cal Golden Bears. But fans all over, as you know, they didn't give up. And we have seen this team do amazing things all season, let alone finishing it up. They started strong. They finished strong. Hawaii scored. Then Cal scored a field goal. But Hawaii scored. This time, Hawaii went on a 28-3 run, Matt. And Hawaii finished on a 31-10 run to win 35-31. Wait. I know you guys did also just ask what was the NFL tie. I already told you the 28-3 run, and Buffalo was down 21-0 to New England, and Buffalo came back and won 38-35 in overtime. So that's why I told you there was a stab towards an NFL team. But definitely congratulations to the University of Hawaii for such an amazing cap off an amazing year, 9-4, and they came back and they won the Hawaii Bowl. And I'm going to go to you first right off the bat, Matt. How interesting is it, though, that now colleges are starting to mirror the New England Patriots with the 28-3 stuff, and then they lose?
I mean, hey, it makes for good entertainment, I guess you could say that. Definitely makes for good entertainment, keeps people interested. People now know that, hey, there's always a chance. No matter what, there's always a chance.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, so you can look at it from that aspect, man. Especially if you're playing on a team that's undisciplined. They kind of just got that lead because you guys just weren't on your P's and Q's at that particular moment. So, 9 times out of 10, the more talented team is going to win. But 10 times out of 10, the better coach team is going to win. So, it's just putting your head down and just keeping it going. And I don't know why you keep referencing this 28-3. I have no idea what that means.
But just think about this for a second, man. I mean, Hawaii was predicted to be 7th in the Mountain West Conference standings. Yeah, they were 7th, but the 6 other teams were either in a high-level bowl game or just on the outside looking in to the college football playoffs. So absolutely tip your caps to Coach Timmy Chang and Mike Alejado for really solidifying. And obviously the last touchdown, I don't know if you guys saw it, came down to Luke Weaver, who is he was the backup. He did enter the transfer portal, so he's no longer with UH. But just an absolutely unbelievable grab. I don't know if you guys saw it. Did you see it, Pinsman, that catch that was done at the end of the Hawaii game? I mean, it was insane.
Yeah. And I also watched Brian Tiger Stripes Media do it too as the game as well.
Yeah.
So I was watching that, and you guys, you're on it off that stream.
Yeah, I was. I came on multiple times. But Matt, did you get a chance to see that final touchdown grab for Hawaii?
Yes, I was able to see it, man. I went back.
That was insane.
I went back and looked at the highlights, man. I missed the game, but I went back and looked at the highlights, man. So, yeah, it was a great catch, man. Good body control, just great catch. There
was 2 SC top 10 moment catches. Shane, did you catch both of them by chance?
I caught them on Sports Center. I didn't get to watch the whole game. I forget what I had going on, but I mean, I did get to see a lot of the good highlights and all. So yes, those catches were pretty good, and just the amazing catches since OBJ that we've seen just this past bowl season alone. In college, not to mention the NFL and everything else that he's made famous with outstanding and amazing catches.
For the first catch that really, I said, holy smokes, did he look at Pafele Ashlock caught the ball on the back of a player, and it was like a 30-40 yard pass. He turned around. They called pass interference on the defense, but Pafele caught the ball on the back, held it onto it, landed, rolled over, and still held onto that ball. That was absolutely amazing. But the last catch of the game, which was the touchdown catch, oh my God! I mean, I felt like it was Christmas Eve, but I felt like it was Christmas morning for me seeing that catch. It was unbelievable, the amount of concentration, belief, everything you have to put into your receiver to hope the heck you can catch that. That's just simply amazing. Shout out to University of Hawaii, guys. This was the last time we will ever see them as a football-only member of the Mountain West Conference. They go next year to full members of the Mountain West Conference. All their sports except women's beach volleyball, both men's and women's volleyball, because they do not recognize Mountain West Conference does not recognize those sports. So They are playing an extra game in baseball because UTEP does not recognize baseball as one of their signature sports, which is weird because it's Texas El Paso. All right, I'm gonna give you guys this list, and I'm gonna just read it out to you, okay? And then I'm gonna start with Matt. Then I'm gonna go to Shane, and then I'm gonna go to Pinsman. You guys are gonna tell me your star rating, okay? But there's 10 quarterbacks on this list I'm going to give you. The first one is going to go to Matt, and I'm going to give you the first two. You give me their star rating. Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
First one is Dan Marino.
Dan Marino, 5-star, man. One of the most.
Why do you give him a 5-star rating?
One of the most naturally gifted passes ever. Revolutionized the passing game with his quick release, arm talent. Lack of Super Bowl is the only thing keeping him from that universal GOAT debate, but his tape still holds to today. So 5 stars.
John Elway.
5 stars. Lead arm strength, elite competitiveness, elite durability. Dragged multiple flawed rosters to the Super Bowl earlier in his career, but then finished it with back-to-back titles once the team caught up. So 5 stars.
Joe Montana.
5. Oh, I thought he got 2.
No,
Okay,
Matt.
I'm sorry.
Matt. Springs.
What's up?
Joe Montana.
My fault, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I actually lowered the volume on my thing. Joe Montana, 5 stars, man. Ultimate big game quarterback, cool, precise, daily under pressure, 4 Super Bowls, Super Bowl MVPs, 0 losses in the Super Bowl, 5 stars as well.
All right, and then the last one before I go to Shane for the next is 4. Tom Brady.
Oh man, 5 stars. Man, you give me all the 5-star quarterbacks, man. I take it. He's the standard of greatness, man, in pro sports. Longevity, clutch moments, adaptability, 7 Super Bowls. He used to measure and stick every quarterback is compared against. So, he gets 5 stars too.
All right, Shane, let's go to you. I'm gonna give you some more, but I also want to hear your. But actually, no, I'm gonna give you the same quarterbacks, and I want you to give me your star ratings. So the first one, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino, I would go 4 just because of the Super Bowls.
Okay, John Elway.
John Elway, 5. Like Matt said, elite arm talent, and was just a great athlete in general, because he's strong arm people with the dual sport question. So yeah, definitely 5.
Joe Montana.
5. I mean, he was that prototypical West Coast, introduced, scrambling to pass the ball kind of into the game instead of scrambling just to only run. So yeah, 5.
And then Tom Brady.
5. I mean,
all right, let's go to you, Pinsman.
Call him Billy.
All right, Pinsman. First one, Dan Marino. What do you give him? Oh, we'll come back to Pinsman in just a minute. All right, so let's go to the next one then, Matt. You ready?
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
He gets 5 stars, man. Quite possibly the greatest field general the league has ever seen. Turned quarterbacking into a chess match, redefining the pre-snap control and winning MVPs with multiple franchises. So you got to give it to Peyton.
Rich Gannon.
I'll give Rich 3 stars, man. He was late career breakout, mastered efficiency and leadership in Oakland. His peak was strong, but his prime was short, man. Like it was shorter than most elite QBs. So I'll give him 3 stars.
Steve Young,
man, gets 5 stars. I mean, perfect blend of accuracy, intelligence, mobility. Was dual threat before people really knew what it was. Took the torch from Montana, man, and ran one of the most dominant offenses.
All right, the next one is Matt Ryan.
I'll give Matt Ryan 4 stars, man. One of the most consistent passers in his era with an MVP season to prove it. Unfortunately, postseason moments, fair or not, shape how history remembers him. So 4 stars.
Drew Brees.
Oh. Brees is you got to give him 5 stars, man. Precision personified, man. He shattered passing records while leading one of the league's most stable offenses for over a decade. Proved he was elite. Proved being elite didn't require elite size. So I'll give him 5 stars.
And the last one is Warren Moon.
I'll give Warren 4 stars, man. He dominated both the CFL and the NFL, with the beautiful deep ball. He had a great deep ball. his numbers and impact deserve more recognition, especially considering the barriers that he broke. But I give him 4 stars.
And my wild card, Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham, I'll give him 4 stars too, man. Kind of in the same area is Warren Moon, man. Good arm talent, man. But this is lacking in a few things. But I'll give him 4 stars.
Okay, all right, Shane. Peyton Manning.
5. As Matt said, I'll reiterate this. The pre-snap way the read defenses and audible at the line of scrimmage was nowhere near what it is now today, and that's because of Peyton Manning coming through the league. He completely changed that up, and now if you're going to play NFL quarterback, you've got to be able to make at least 1, if not 2 audibles at the line of scrimmage based on what you're seeing. So definitely 5.
Rich Gannon.
I'm gonna go with 3 on him. A respectable career. Had a couple great moments. With some better teams. But was just a kind of a game manager type, good quarterback.
Steve Young.
I'd say, can we go 4.5?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, 4.5. I think Steve Young was a product of some great offensive-minded coaches during that time. The way that the game kind of revolutionized during that time, and was a great fit for it. Definitely a Hall of Fame career, especially with putting up the numbers in the playoffs. I just, it's his quarterback elite, level with some of the other ones on the list just are not quite there as far as athleticism and actual talent kind of goes.
I like that. All right, so what we're doing, folks, in case you guys just joined us, I'm giving you a list of 10 quarterbacks, and you're going to rank them. Either give them a 1-star rating, which is terrible, or a 5-star rating between that range, 1 and 5. And obviously 5 is a 5-star rating. Great, so good. Here's the names that we have given: is Dan Marino, John Elway, Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Rich Gannon, Steve Young. All right, Shane, the next one is Matt Ryan.
Oh boy. 3.5.
You don't just do it because you're a Panthers fan, right?
No, well, I've gone ahead and kind of said, I'm not going to give you guys the 28-3 mess, for at least a year, just because of the help that you guys gave us. So yeah, we'll forget about it until the next football season. So if I make a joke about that, I'm sorry, but great quarterback, just in the era that he played in, which hasn't been long ago. I could think of, probably, 6 quarterbacks during that era that were at a higher level, that played at a higher level than he did during that time. Some of them for longer periods of time. So that's why, my ranking is kind of a little bit lower with him.
Drew Brees,
I'm going to go 5. For a guy of his stature, which I can say being the shortest one on the team here, a guy of his stature to put up the numbers that he did was, they were video game numbers before we saw, 50 passing attempts a game being the norm in the NFL.
Yes.
So, for that, and how many straight seasons did he go? 5,000 yards in a row.
Too many.
So
Matt will tell you he ate us alive left and right.
So yeah, I like Breeze. So I'm gonna go 5 with him.
All right, and then Warren Moon.
I'm
I
gonna
know you're too
go.
young to remember watching him, but
I remember the Oilers. But I'm gonna go with 3 here. Great talent,
wow.
uh, athleticism. Matt, I'm with Matt. Him and Michael Vick probably had the most 2 underrated deep balls that there was ever in the game of football. But just kind of a never really was a big, too flashy and put up great, stats and didn't really, he led a couple pushes, but wasn't really there in the playoffs as much as what you would expect an elite quarterback to be.
He also did have the Houston Oilers, and they were. Let's just be honest, they were not something you write home to mom about regularly.
Was
Now
that
the wild
before or
card.
after the Buddy Ryan days?
Mm, I don't know.
Yeah,
How do
because
I don't know
hey,
because
hey, 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 y'all tell me about the young one here.
you are a young
You
one.
should know. You should know.
Then my wild card, Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham. I'm gonna go with 4 with Randall. He was a true kind of the first true dual threat quarterback that there was, and not only led some great teams, but was also a true leader on and off the field. A lot of that really didn't come out until a lot of the documentaries and specials during that time, on him. But man, I didn't know some of the things, that he had done just being a leader, and so I'd put him at a 4, kind of breaking that barrier too.
I like that. All right. So Pinsman's back with us. Let's go to Pinsman. Pinsman, I'm going to give you the 10 names plus the wild card. Although your wild card, I'm going to switch it up on you. The first one, what do you give Dan Marino?
Okay. 5.
Why do you give him a 5-star rating?
I give him a 5 because of how he was. He was just good. He was perfect passing rating. He was just comfortable in the pocket. He was good. He read the defenses good. So that's why I give him a 5.
John Elway.
5. Going
All
back
right.
to what Matt was saying, that he when he met up with the Broncos, he started winning titles in the end.
All right. Joe Montana. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Joe Montana.
Yeah, I can. 5. What he did in San Francisco before everything happened with George Seifert and everything, it's definitely a 5.
All right. Tom Brady.
Give him a 5, I guess, because I give him a 5 because of how he trained, not because of the spy gate and deflate gate and all this and all the gates, but I just give him how he trained and everything. So I loved how he trained and how he performed, but I didn't like how he cheated. But
All right. Peyton Manning.
I give him a 4.
All
Give him
right.
a 4 because he tried to be like his dad and everything, so didn't work. And he was only a 2-time, not a 3 or 4.
How about Rich Gannon?
Give him a 2. He could have done better with the Raiders. He could have done a lot better.
I like that. You guys have all kind of sentimented the same thing. Steve Young.
Give him a 5. He tried to mimic what Joe Montana did. So, and with him and Jerry Rice, it was a good connection with him and Jerry Rice. So, let's give him a 5.
Matt Ryan.
I give him a 4. give him a 4
right.
because if he won that Super Bowl, that 28-3, he was supposed to let his teams down the field. He wasn't supposed to let the defense do what the defense did. That was a total collapse in the Super Bowl. He could have won more Super Bowls if he had the right coordinator. So,
Drew Brees.
give him a 3.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't
Why?
impressed with Drew Brees. I think Drew Brees was just paid to do what he was supposed to do. I don't think he. If I don't, I'm just not impressed with Drew Brees. Drew Brees. Everybody was hyping him up too much. I think he's overrated, in my opinion.
Okay. And the last one on the list before your wild card is Warren Moon.
See, Warren Moon's a lot better than Drew Brees. I give him a 4 because of what he did, and I just liked how he scrambled, and he was like Michael Vick back in the day. So
And
before
then
Vic, before Lamar Jackson, he was the lead. He actually became the king of scramblers.
I like it. And the wild card for you is Steve McNair.
Ah, rest in peace, McNair. Rest in peace, bro.
Yes.
But he did awesome. He did great. He could have won more titles, but I wish him and Jeff Fisher had was really. You could see that connection. I wish he was on another team, but you can't choose who you play for. But I like Steve McNair's numbers, so came up. He did good.
Gotta leave
What?
those women alone.
Yeah.
So that's
Steve
Leave-
McNair.
You can't
Leave,
take.
leave those women alone. Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that? Leave those women alone.
So then, as you guys heard, I gave an additional one. Matt, what would you give Steve McNair?
McNair, I give him there 4. I give him there 4 stars, man. I mean, he was solid. I mean, he was a good quarterback. Of course, I think if he had a better team around him, he would have won more Super Bowls. I had the chance to win more Super Bowls. Coming from the smaller school like he did, man, he always had a chip on his shoulder. So he loved proving people wrong, and he was proving people wrong. So it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Sometimes people get caught up in the vices that the sports brings. A lot of people don't talk about that, the vices, that these athletes have to deal with. So it's just one of those unfortunate things, man. But that was later on in life. During his playing days, he dude was a stud. Dude could get it done. So,
Shane, what would you give Steve McNair?
Hey, I'll probably go. I'd go 3.5 for Aaron McNair. I think.
Okay.
I think that with the teams that they had, I think that he just, of course, then again, you look at who he was playing and stuff during those time in the playoffs. He just never really did have that run ever since the magical year going and playing the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, came up a yard shy.
Well, now with the video and everything, it'd probably be like 3 yards shy because you count where he went down instead of where it was stretched. But yeah, if you count where it was stretched, it was really only about that, about that far. But yeah, I just, the unableness to get there all but that 1 year. With the teams that he had and as great a quarterback as he had. I mean, hey, he had one of the best rushers for the majority of his career there in Tennessee as well with Eddie George back there. So, rest in peace to him. He was good. He was a good quarterback. So, that Tennessee 9, it lives on.
So let me ask you this before I go to the next topic. Can you guys tell me, for 50 points, what famous NFL moment is actually approaching this week? Matt, I'm gonna go with you. Tell me if you know. It happened in the playoffs. It did involve a team from Tennessee. Frank Weincheck.
Music City Miracle.
Music City Miracle happened. You remember that, Matt?
I do.
Yeah.
I
Look, Shane got it.
when I was talking. I about mentioned that when I was talking. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Because if it
God, it's
really
hard to believe it's
wasn't
been so long.
if it really wasn't for that one, I don't know if they would have made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
It's so weird to think it's been that long since we saw the Music City Miracle. And I remember the call, there's no flags on the field. Oh man, I remember so well. All right. The reason why I ask you all these questions, y'all, is because a lot of things have transpired. People are classifying Lamar Jackson as one of the next to be on that list. He lost really had a really rough season in general. And then Aaron Rodgers, though, on the other hand, the ageless wonder did come out of him, and he did lead his team to the playoffs and a division title. So who knows who will be the next on that list? We will see. So let me ask you this question here, okay? This is tethered for everybody, people who are watching, Isaiah, Zillow, all those in between. And we're gonna, since Shane stepped away, we're gonna start with Matt first. Matt, who was the most famous baseball player you have ever met in person, and what was your reaction when you met them?
Oh man, this is an easy one. This is back when Braves played at was it Turner Field, 755 Club. 755 Club. My friend of mine had a season pass to the 755 Club, so we'll go up there. Go to the 755 Club, man. At this point, I gotta use the bathroom. We've been. I think the Braves who was on the team at that time? Ooh.
What year was that?
We had Chipper. I want to say it was in the 2010s area. We had Chipper. Anyways, so I book it, and I'm walking around, and I'm going around the side. It was like it's a big circle you go around. So I'm going around, and I go around the corner, and I boom right into this guy. He drops all his papers, he drops his drink, his food, he drops everything. I'm like, oh man, my bad, man. I'm sorry, I got his bathroom. Well, I look up, and it's David Justice.
Dang.
He was like, whoa, young fella, what's going on? I'm like, hey man, my bad, man. And I knew who he was because I was so enamored with Halle Berry at that time. And I knew that was her ex-husband or whatever.
Yep.
So he was like,
a lot of people don't know that, by the way.
Yeah. So he was like, oh man, what you doing, young fella? You all right? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, man. I apologize. I just got to use the bathroom real quick. He was like, all right, when you use the bathroom, come here. Come, I got something for you. Come meet me over here. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I go use the bathroom. I go see where he's at. He's in some kind of luxury, some kind of suite. He's got a whole bunch of stuff in the suite. So he brings me in the suite, talks to me for a minute, gives me a plate of nachos. We sit there, we eat for a bit, and I run. I said, hold on for a second. Can I get because I was with a friend of mine. I was like, can I get my friend real quick? He was like, yeah, go get him. So I went and I told my friend, and he was like, BS, man. No, it's not. I said, no.
Would this friend let her begin with either a B or a K?
This is K. So I'm
okay.
like, I'm like,
yo, know who that is very well.
Like,
he was
I literally ran into David Justice. He said, come over. And he's like, stop. I'm trying to watch the game. I'm like, no, bring yourself. I ran into David Justice. So we walk. So we walk in the room. He's like, oh my God, David Justice. And David signed some baseball, signed some stuff for him, man. And we got to chill for a little bit. And that was that. Yeah.
I could see Kay saying that too, because that's the kind of way he is.
He was flipping out. Over.
I'm surprised you didn't take Brian with you out of all people too, because Brian he probably would have died of a heart attack.
No, he didn't go. I think his curfew was kicked in at that time. I think it was a late game. I don't know.
I remember his curfew. I gotta go home. My mom called me.
Yeah, I think it was a late game, man. It was a late game. So yeah, man, that was cool, man. I literally ran into David Justice, man. Literally ran into him. So
that's a treat in itself. All right, Shane, what about you? Who was the most famous baseball player you've ever met in person, and what was your reaction?
I'm going to be right there with Matt. It's with the Atlanta Braves down at Turner Field. I got to meet a whole slew of players, really. I was a little bit younger, so we got to go down on the field and stuff and meet some of the guys. And of course, got to meet and say hello to number 10. You know, to say hello to Larry, Chipper Jones was enough for me. And being younger, man, it was great. Of course, that same, got to see Glavin, Smoltz, and the other one that I remember, which was a big one back then. He was, I think, maybe like third year with the team, but Jeff Francoeur was a pretty down to earth guy.
I
He
played
really
against him in football.
yeah, he really took a lot of time and was more interactive with us as the fans and the kids and stuff like that. So I definitely remember him sticking out more so than just saying, "Hey, I got to meet these type of players." But yeah, that was pretty good one, the go to.
You just heard Matt. I got to play against Jeff Francoeur. God, he was one of the best corners I have ever played against.
Dude, he can't stop Gwinnett playing baseball. He lit us up.
He tore it up.
He lit us up.
There's a reason why he's in the Georgia Athletic Hall of Fame. There is a reason why. Because Jeff Francoeur, he may not have been the best baseball player, but man, he was a darn good football player.
You couldn't tell me he can't stop Gwinnett that night. Dude was doing everything. He was doing everything. I've never seen anything like it. We could not stop him on. He was a pitcher. He was an outfielder. He was doing everything.
He was everywhere.
It was everything.
When I had to face him, in the two playoff games I played him, I got a total of 1 reception. That's how good he was. I averaged 4 or 5 receptions a game, but I got 1 between the two. That's how good Jeff Francoeur was. All right, so let's go to you, Pinsman. Who was the most famous baseball player you've ever met in person, and what was your reaction?
I was at the beach, and I actually got to meet Chad Cole. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He was a pitcher. He kind of got blown into dust a little bit now, but he was a Pirate pitcher. Then he went to the Diamondbacks, but it was pretty cool. He had a bunch of people around him. Like I was surfing and stuff like that, and he had somebody watch him in the water, like one of his bodyguards there, and him and I were talking. It's the stuff that was pretty cool though. But that's the only person. But actually, the famous, I was actually got to meet Larry Boa at the mall. They had my dad took when I was younger. My dad got to take me, and we got tickets, and we got to meet Larry Boa when he was a Philly before he went to the Yankees organization. So that was cool.
That's what's up.
So
I have quite a few on that.
Yeah.
I got one that you're going to be blown away with, Pinsman. I got to meet Jim Abbott. And that was pretty neat. For those who don't know, Jim Abbott is the only Yankee player to throw a complete game, perfect game with one hand.
Yeah.
So I got to meet Jim Abbott. That was pretty cool. But Matt, I'm going to kind of go sentiment with you in the Atlanta Braves. My old neighbor when we were kids, their aunt dated Ron Gant, and I got to meet Ron Gant in person. He's actually a pretty cool guy to talk to. For those who don't know, he actually works still in Atlanta. He works for Fox 5 Atlanta. The show he is on the mornings is Good Day Atlanta. He is in the morning, so you'll see Ron Gant regularly on there. It was actually really cool to meet Ron Gant, but I've gotten to meet Bobby Cox. That was pretty cool. They did an autograph session at that Arby's over down in Roswell area, Matt. And I met Bobby Cox, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, and Steve Avery. And that was pretty neat in itself to meet all of them. I still have the baseball signed. And
is Bobby Bobby Cox how he is in person on TV? Or is he completely different?
He's completely so. Bobby Cox has suffered a couple of strokes in the last several years.
When you met
he's
him,
very easy to talk to. Yeah, he's very mellow
okay.
to talk to. Of course, back in the day, he was very well. It was very well known that when the Braves lose, he would beat his wife, so a lot of people were still to this day upset about him doing that. But Bobby Cox, it was pretty cool to meet him. But Tom Glavine is very just monotone. The way he is on TV is the way he is in person. He's just straightforward, doesn't care. He has no real filter, doesn't care. So it was really cool. John Smoltz, Great guy, annoying as can be as a play-by-play color commentator, but he's a pretty cool guy. Steve Avery, you want to talk about somebody who is quiet? That is who is absolutely the quietest of quiet is Steve Avery. I mean, you couldn't buy a conversation out of him, but it's just really cool. The reason we're bringing a baseball because guys, baseball is literally knocking on the door. Pinson, real quick, when again is spring training start? Because I know you know this for your Yankees. So when does spring training start?
Sometime in February. I know that. I haven't actually looked up to it because I know it's in February.
I think what is it? The pitchers and catchers report on the 10th or 11th or something like that.
I think that's what it is.
Crazy. Isn't that crazy to think that though? By the way, that it's literally knocking on that door.
I think the first spring training is the 20th.
Yeah. When pitchers and catchers report, I know it's exactly 1 week till the Daytona 500. I do them that much because they correlate there together at the same time of year every year.
And Daytona is the 18th, I think.
Yep. So it's got to be close to around that time.
Yeah. So, but congratulations on baseball being here. Really excited. I was eagerly to hear what you all like. One of your favorite moments was meeting a baseball player in person. All right, so let's go to the next topic. Goodness. The NHL has long said that they want to expand. Well, guess what? We already know they are expanding to 2 cities. Matt, you know the first one is
Atlanta.
And the second one, Shane, you know what it is right away too. Begins with the letter H.
Yeah.
Begins with the letter H.
H-Town.
Houston.
Paul Wall.
Houston.
Yeah, Paul Wall, baby.
Yeah. Houston is getting
he don't know about that. He don't know who Paul Wall is. Hold on. Hold your horses.
So, but what if I told you this though?
Remember the age. Remember the age difference.
Slim Thugger.
Shoot. Paul Wall older than all of us.
Hey, who?
The boss.
Mike Jones.
Mike Lowry. Well, what if I told you guys that they're going to expand to 2 more cities? Just for bleeps and giggles, Matt, I'm going to start with you. What city do you think is the next one? Now, I'm going to give you both a hint. I'll give you a hint. I know Pinsman know this when I tell them right away, but they used to have a team. It was actually a few years ago. They had this team. They're coming back. Who do you think it is?
Would it be a team in Pennsylvania?
No, but the letter P is in their name, though. Shane,
Phoenix?
who do you think it would be?
Phoenix.
All right, and then I'll tell you guys in a second. Pinsman, you know who it is, right?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah, you're right, Shane. You hit the nail on the head. The Phoenix.
What was it?
It's actually
Arizona Wilds.
The Arizona Coyotes. They were the Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah.
They are making a triumphant return. According to StadiumRant.com, Phoenix has applied for expansion franchise rights, and they were approved. So, in case you don't know what that means, folks, Phoenix is coming back. Well, what if I told you there is a 4th franchise that has applied for expansion rights, and while they have not been awarded yet, they should be awarded at any time. Matt, who do you think would be that 4th franchise?
I don't know, man. You got the
one of your rivals, one of our rivals. That's one of the Falcons' rivals, biggest rival.
New Orleans.
That's right. New Orleans has applied for an NHL expansion franchise, right?
I mean, let's be real here, man. They can barely keep their football team afloat. There's no reason.
They can barely keep anything, but they've applied though.
See, Braden, he agrees with me.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been to New Orleans before.
I too.
Actually, the first time I went to New Orleans, I went with an ex-girlfriend of mine. She was from there.
He told me that. I'm like, how?
The first thing I did, I rolled the windows down. As soon as I saw that dome, I rolled the windows down and let out a huge boom. I just booed. Boo! I just had to do it. I had to do it. But yeah, man. I don't I don't know, man. This city, I just don't see it, man. Their city is already like in a bowl anyway,
Yeah.
and it's not. It's a lot of the construction is terrible. The building placement is terrible. The way their
Smells.
streets are is
Very
terrible.
sewagey, smelly. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But they did
just don't
apply.
see it.
They have applied. And they would actually play in the same facility that the New
Oh,
Orleans Pelicans would play
gosh.
in.
How?
But
Oh, the
but-
Pelicans.
there is
Same way
another.
that the Flyers and Sixers play.
There is another city who is wanting to put their name out there. They have contacted. They have contacted outside company like to determine if it's really worthy. Where do you think it would be, Matt? If I told you,
As far as what in the city?
state, city, wherever.
I don't know. Texas,
No, it's an East Coast team.
East Coast thing. Let's go with Virginia.
Virginia does have the Norfolk Tide. However, this team already has They do have an ECHL franchise already. Okay, Shane, do you have an idea? They're an East Coast team.
Would it be Charleston?
No, that's you're close.
Okay, well then it'd be Savannah.
You're even closer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess you go one state further down, just across the line. Then I guess you would say
And what
Jacksonville.
would you? Very good, Jacksonville. The Icemen have put their name fillers out there. Could they move up in the NHL? Pensman, what do you think? If everything holds true and we do see Phoenix come back, New Orleans magically gets granted an NHL team, and Jacksonville does move up from the ECHL, what would that mean for hockey as a whole to have all that come into existence?
You want more teams, but you don't want to overload it. I don't know. It's just we'll see what happens. I'm happy for Phoenix.
Yes.
New Orleans, it's gonna be a joke. I don't know. We'll see.
What do you
it's
think,
just,
Matt?
It's just gonna be different.
What do you think, Matt? If let's just say, for all intents and purposes, New Orleans does get the franchise, then let's say now you have Phoenix, New Orleans, you have Jacksonville. Say they get a grant, they get awarded too. Let's just say all the teams we end up having 5 more NHL teams. What does that say for the game of hockey? Like, no, does it mean to say that hockey is legit now?
Well, if you're going to add that many teams in such a little time frame, you have to be doing considerably great, man, from a financial standpoint, and because anytime you start a franchise for the league, man, it's just a lot you have to do. A lot with scheduling, a lot with tickets. This is so much that goes into it. How many franchises do they have coming this next season?
They have none next season, but in the coming seasons,
it's 2, right?
Yeah, it's 2. It'll be Atlanta and Houston. Atlanta and Houston.
So
yes.
Once Atlanta and Houston's added, I see another. I see it won't be nothing. It'll be like 5 years for the ads anymore. That's what I'm thinking, man. I don't think they're gonna just add them like that. With already there being like 30 something teams already.
There's
in
30 teams right now.
There are always 30 teams.
The magic number has always been 32. However, because baseball is wanting to go to 36 and NFL is wanting to go to 36, the magic number is starting to come to consensus that it'll be 36 teams each league.
Yeah, because the NBA is 30 right now as well.
Yes.
When we know they got Seattle and Vegas coming up, man, for them. But those will be the next 2 for them. But I mean, all of it, yeah.
See, in my opinion, I'll have Vermont instead of New Orleans because Vermont's like huge instead of a bowl.
Yeah,
so,
in New Orleans, it literally is a bowl.
Louisiana had some really good places, some good cities, man. It might be kind of like an Atlanta thing where they say we're the Atlanta Braves, but they play way out there somewhere.
No, they're playing in the same facility that the Pelicans play in.
Okay, yeah, then
yeah, that's
to answer your question on that one, Zillow. So, for intents and purposes, Pensman is a part of my team. Welcome to my show, sir. I appreciate you tuning in. We really appreciate it. That's why he was saying that question on that one. I asked me on that one. All right, real quick, want to let you guys know, who do you think is the hottest team in the NHL? Pins knows this answer, so I'm not going to go to him last. He knows the answer. Shane, who do you think is the hottest team in the NHL right now?
I don't know, but I know the way that you're bringing it up.
It is a Western team, yes.
I don't know. I guess I hadn't really paid attention with bowl season, but I would say.
But you're a Virginia Hurricanes fan.
I know.
You need to pay attention.
And they just beat us. And they just beat us. What, 5-2 the other day? Would it be Colorado still?
Nope. They are hot still, yes, but they're not. As of late, they're actually one of the coldest teams. They're in the last 12. They're 6-6. They were the hottest team. Matt, who do you think is the hottest team in the NHL right now?
I'm gonna have to go with maybe the Seattle Kraken.
Matt, I'm really proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Hey man, you got you got Maddie, what's his name? Maddie Beniers, and Shane Wright out there, man. So I mean, they've been doing good. I thought it was Colorado for a second, man, but
so Colorado is, in theory, they are the hottest team. Yes, they're the best team. They're going to set the record for the most points.
Yeah.
In the season at 140.
Uh-oh.
That's what their pace is. No, it's my glucose monitor.
I was going to say, I know that.
They are the hottest. They're on pace to score 140 points this year, which is insane.
Yay, President's Cup. Yay.
But no one has ever won the President's Cup and the Stanley Cup in the same year. Nobody's ever done that. So let's go.
Winning season.
Yeah. Let's ask you this. I'm gonna start with Matt. Matt, who do you think is the cold, like the worst, or not the worst, but the coldest team in the NHL right now? Put your hand down, Pinsman. You can choose any of them. I can tell you this: this team used to be an Atlanta team. I'm not telling you who, but there's two teams that used to be an Atlanta team that are in the league right now.
Isn't that San Jose?
No.
Well, San Jose's
San Jose's in the playoffs still right now. If the playoffs started right now, they're in the playoffs. Yeah. You're close though. Pinsman's biting at the bullet on this one. Shane, who's the coldest team in the NHL right now? And they're a former Atlanta team.
Oh,
would it be the one that they made a movie about?
No.
And they just no. I know they've been going through some kind of trials.
They're north of the border
here lately.
How about that? North of the border.
North of the border. Oh, I don't know. I know you got. I can't even. I know that there's like 4 of them. What is it?
Ooh,
Matt.
I can never get this. Isn't it like Winnipeg?
Matt, so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
What?
They're the absolute coldest team. They've lost 9 straight, but they have had a pointless streak of 12 straight. They haven't gotten a point in 12 straight matches. Yow. And by the way, folks, you should know this also. Winnipeg is considering relocating again. Yes, there's talks they could relocate.
Brandon, just because of my pigmentation, you guys shouldn't sleep on my hockey knowledge, man. So that's all I'm gonna say here.
So the reason why it's called why I say it's the coldest, because they've gone on a 12-game scoreless streak. They haven't gotten a point towards their total in 12 opportunities. That's pretty bad. So they've lost 9 straight, but haven't scored a point in 12. That just should tell you right there. So really interesting matchups there. All right, so now we're going to go to one of our favorite moments. It is the honorable mentions. Just give you a couple sports stories, that kind of stuff. My first one, though, Matt, dang gummit. I'm going to let's shout out to the Atlanta Falcons for multiple reasons, though, okay? They actually are introducing new uniforms. Yes, the new uniforms they've put out the renderings for possible uniforms. It is the red helmet, the red jerseys, the red pants. It's also white and gray with the old Falcons gray logo, red and white was on it, but it has the new Falcons logo. But the Falcons logo is tilted more like it's even more of a diving bird.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more sleek. The helmets are a matted red, so it's really cool looking on that one. But then here's the next one with regards to Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta finished 8-9, and guess what, Matt? I'm so happy to hear it say this too. I know you are. Can I get an amen? We ain't got to see Raheem Morris or Terry Fontenot or Rich McKay be linked to the Atlanta Falcons anytime soon. How good is that to say that?
Let me say this. Let me say this. A lot of people don't know that Terry Fontenot, and I hate to say this because his wife and Terry Fontenot himself actually come shop at the place where I work all the time. But him, since he's gotten here, the Falcons they're 38-46, I believe. They have not made the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs in this entire 5 years in existence. They do not have their own first-round draft pick, although James Pierce, 10 sacks for a rookie, will take it. 11 sacks? Okay. 11, yeah. And, they are still in cap HE-double hockey sticks, like we were, man. They signed Kirk Cousins to a massive deal and then went ahead and drafted Michael Penix the same offseason. I mean, it's been a disaster. Well, there's some breaking news that came out today. You know what I'm seeing Saints fans say? I'm seeing all Saints fans say, good job, Terry. Come back home. Yeah. So there was breaking news that came out today, and this actually shows that Kirk Cousins is legit a good person. He has converted almost all but $69 million of his guaranteed contract into bonuses. Well, he got all his guaranteed money. Now you ready to hear this though too, Matt? Atlanta, he made it where if Atlanta cuts him before March 13th, you ready to hear the dead cap hit for this year? $12 million. Ready here for next? What happens next year? 0. Oh, I'll take that. So what is that? And you know what that tells you? He got paid under the table. He's leaving. He's leaving. Yeah, that's beneficial for Kirk Cousins now. Yep. That's benefit. You know what? I have no problem with Kirk. I'll take Kirk again. I didn't have a problem with him either. I hate what happened, but I had high praise and hopes for Michael Penix, but that was a joke. If you just signed a 100 and crazy amount contract to be with a team, if you just signed them and then all of a sudden they go and draft a quarterback in the first round, after you get dinged up in one game against the Saints, you're not going to say anything either. I wouldn't say a word either because, you got that on your heels, man. So, nah, man, that's on management for making such a stupid move and for putting him in that position in the first place, man. He should have been quarterback to go. If he would have got hurt, okay, you know what? We would have sat him for a few things. Let Taylor Heineke come in for a few games and carry us through a few games. He would have came back. We probably would have been in the playoffs the last 2 years, man. But no, that's not what happened. Of course, we do the dumb stuff and we draft a first round quarterback. Oh my god! And then all the quarterbacks we draft the one that already had multiple knee surgeries, was older than everybody else, and can't play under center. He cannot play under center. So yeah. I need Matt Ryan to get here ASAP and just clean. Yeah, I was just about to say. I want to say also. Continue. Yes, Pensman. It's Matt Ryan. You know what, Brandon? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mike. We can't. Unfortunately, we don't have teams missing field goals so we can get into the playoffs. We don't have that happen for us. Why you down there laughing? Why you down there laughing, man? And Shane, I see you on there laughing too, man. I see you laughing too. Wait. And I got a lot to show on that one too. You don't have to be. I'm glad you were an honorary Falcon fan for a weekend, Shane. I appreciate that, man. So here's what else I want to give a shout out to. Also, hold on. Is Matt Ryan. We should know Matt literally at any time. And 680 The Fan did say Matt Ryan is flying to Atlanta tonight. Even though he lives in Atlanta, he's flying home from New York tonight, and he's supposed to take a ride to Flowery Branch to talk to Blank. I think it's coming. We should know at any time Matt Ryan should be the new football president of new operations manager for football for the Atlanta Falcons, which we'll see Matt Ryan on there. Well. The general manager search is going, and one name that I hope happens, and Arthur Blank
has also sentimented it, and Matt Ryan too, because he used to play with Matt Ryan, is Ian Cunningham with the Chicago Bears as the potential for the new general manager. Well, and the head coaching favorites is Clint Kubiak. It is Clint Kubiak. And then obviously today what happened with John Harbaugh being let go, his name has been thrown in. Myles Garrett of Fox 5 Atlanta did say he's one of the hottest names. And as of 7 o'clock tonight, 7 teams, but I'm looking right now on Myles Garrett's Twitter page, and he said now it's officially 10 teams have reached out. So we'll see what happens. That's my first honorable mention. Matt, what is your first honorable mention, sir?
Oh, this one is going to be easy, man. I want to give an honorable mention to the University of Miami and for what they did against Ohio State, man. Thank God. You know, I'm not going to bring him into it, but thank you for doing what you did. Ohio State was just so cocky. I got Ohio State people that I work with, man. I mean, so cocky. Just, oh my God, this was glorious. Shout out to what's his name, Carson Beck.
Yeah,
Carson Beck, you know,
yeah.
UGA quarterback, man. You know. Thank you, COVID, for giving him a 5th year of eligibility where he can play this year. 6-year whatever, so he can play this year and he can take down Ohio State. Well, you know, and shout out to the offensive coordinator of Ohio State who called that screen pass. You know, who called that screen pass at the worst time, and they took it back to the house for 6. I mean, Stevie Wonder.
That boy, he read it so perfectly.
Yeah, he could have saw that screen pass coming, man. Oh my goodness, man. So you just throw a deep ball to Jeremiah, you throw a crazy deep ball, which was insane deep ball, just to follow it up with that particular pick 6. Oh, I loved it. Loved every second of it. So yeah,
love it.
Got to give it to them boys. Got to give it to them boys at the U.
Oh yeah, Matt. Speaking of that pick six, that same corner that hit that pick 6 on Julian Saying.
Mm-hmm.
Also picked his brother off in the state playoffs, like 3 or 4 years before that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
What are the odds of that? That's crazy.
Yeah. Four pick 6.
There you go, Shane. What's your first honorable mention, Shane?
My first honorable mention, since we talked a little bit about hockey, is going to be the 2027 Winter Classic. Is going to be held at Bristol Motor Speedway between the Nashville Predators and your Carolina Hurricanes.
You about to say? Oh my God! You about said it. Why did you say it?
I was waiting to see it because y'all always say that, but no, it's the Carolina Hurricanes. But that's why I did that. Just to give you guys a little bit of glimmer of hope in your life.
It's coming. It's coming. One of these days,
we're going to hear you say the Virginia Hurricanes. We will.
No.
It's coming.
No, but shout out and shout out to Bristol for reaching out, and now this is going to be the 5th different type of event that they've had at the racetrack.
There you go. All right, Shane Prinzman, give us your first honorable mention, sir.
It's coming, Shane. It's coming. It's a long year. It's coming. But my honorable mention is the bowl games. All the bowl games has been good. There's been upsets. There's been obvious games, but there's a lot of upsets. And if you're a football fan, you like to see the upsets. You like to see the underdog win. So, shout out to the bowl games. I think they got it right this time. So,
I agree.
I gotta give it to them.
The only one I disagree with is that it was what happened with Texas Tech. I figured they would have scored something at least, just anything. Anything.
Yeah, I know.
That was the only thing that disappointed me on that one. My next honorable mention, let me get it here, is going to go to the NFL. Why? Because this has been one of the most insane NFL seasons we've had in a long time. Obviously, my team didn't get a lick in the playoffs, but I will say this: it was nice to see the Atlanta Falcons knock out the Cluccaneers, and I so badly hope Shane sits there and can prove this argument and to say that Bryce Young is elite, because he's not.
Against the Falcons, he's elite.
Yeah.
He's not an elite quarterback, period.
Against the Falcons, he's all Brady, Peyton Manning, and everybody rolled into one against the Falcons.
Yeah. But better than anyone you got on your roster right now.
Wait, didn't we both finish 8 and 9? I just can't remember. Just remind me on that one.
Well, I'll remind you.
And didn't you guys have to rely on the Falcons? Didn't you have to rely on the Falcons?
Brandon, Brandon, we got to abandon ship on this one, bro. We got to abandon ship on this one, bro. let's just give it to him, because Brandon, remember at the beginning of the season, me and you sat here and we bashed the Panthers and we laughed at them and we said they wouldn't win 2 or 3 games. Both of us, myself included, Brandon. Yep. We sat here and we bashed them. So all we got to do, Brandon, we just take our loss, give them their due respect.
But Bryce Young is not elite.
But Brandon, at least it's not the Saints. At least it's not the Saints. And
the correct term is the Aints.
Or Tampa Bay. So you know what? I'm cool with it. I'll be rooting for the Panthers in the playoffs, man. So I'm cool with it.
Short, make that short. He is going for the Panthers.
All right, Pinsman, give us your next honorable mention, sir.
Since we've been away and we had that long, lengthy break, Sidney Crosby officially becomes the all-time points leader in Penguins franchise history. So that's my honorable mention. Since we've been gone, he's been doing that. So
sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
It started playing in my head too.
See, had to do it. So all right, Shane,
you showed your feminine side.
I got 4 girls. I'm proud with it. I'm proud to be girl dad. Girl dads rule. Girls rule. All right, Matt, Shane, give us your honorable mention, sir.
Oh, no, you're right. It was me.
No, we're going to Matt. God dang it. Going to Shane. Matt is not white. Shane.
That would be it.
I'm supposed to give an honorable mention. Another one.
You're the last one. That's why you get the last one.
Oh, okay.
It's going reverse order this time.
See, Brandon, you're confusing me, man.
But my next honorable mention is going to go out to a couple players that are still playing in the college football playoff right now. Trinidad Chambliss and Mr. Lacey. That they have said that they are coming back to Ole Miss next year, despite everything that went on with the coaching change and all the drama that you get and fallout from that. And that's only if Trinidad's granted another year of eligibility, of course, which would be his 6th year, I do believe, of eligibility that he would have if they grant it. But they said that they're going to stick here with their team and the coach that they have now. That they made that commitment to do so. That's another kind of shout out moment for Ole Miss. Even with the run that they're having without the head coach that built that team.
Exactly. I will say this also. You guys know that Trinidad Chambliss also won a Division II national title, right?
Yep, Fair State.
Yep.
Did they win again? They won it again this year, didn't they?
Yep, they won 4 out of the last 5. Insane. Shout out to University of Wisconsin River Falls, by the way. They won the Division III national championship yesterday. So really exciting on that one. All right, Matt, going to you. You get the last of the honorable mention, sir.
I would like to give this last honorable mention to a team that provided a slacking or a mollywhopping. This is probably one of the biggest. I won't say it definitely wasn't an upset, but it was a surprise. And that surprise was the way Indiana just made Alabama look like a high school team, man, and just did whatever they wanted to do to that. To the University of Alabama. So my honorable mention is going to go to Indiana. Look, guys, I wasn't a believer before. Now, I was unfamiliar with their game. Now I am very familiar with their game. Got to give them respect where it's due. Got to give it to Indiana. Right now, that game against Oregon is going to be that's going to be the game. That's going to be the game right there, man. So I can't wait for that game this weekend. And but I got to give a shout out to Indiana for just straight up knocking the dust off of Alabama.
Yes, by 35. That was crazy.
Yeah, and with that being said, did you know that that Cignetti, they say, is from Saban's coaching tree? Well, Saban actually coached under Frank Cignetti at West Virginia back in the day. So Saban
Really?
actually coached under
Well
Kurt
done, Shane.
Cignetti's
Well
dad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey, we learn
Well
something every
done,
day.
Shane. Go, Shane.
We have an honorable mention that just came from our audience member. Our guy Zilla97 said, if I could give an honorable mention, it would be to the kickers of the College Football and National Football League, in which I replied, more like Cam Little, because the dude is not kicking little field goals. He hit a 70-yarder in preseason. He hits a 68-yarder earlier this year, and then hits a 67-yarder, which, by the way, he could, at the way it hit the net, he could have hit it from another 10 yards. That's how insane it was. So absolutely tip your caps to the kickers. Man, I'm even going to say tip your cap to actually, no, I'm not, because he got waived and I'm not going to give another one to Justin Tucker's wannabe. But did you guys happen to see the some guy made a spam video about Justin Tucker? He had Justin Tucker's jersey on, and he had the game on, and he shows the kick going wide right, and he goes, ha, 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 and he's laughing all the way, and gets in bed and says, "That's what you get, you bleepers." And then that was the end of the video. So
I mean, Brandon, let's be honest, Justin Tucker would not have missed that kick.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
but I still think,
He might have.
I don't know. It was still good though. It was a great finish.
Frozen foot. It was cold.
No, that'd be Young Wei Kuhu as frozen foot, because he likes to stub his foot on the ground out of all places. So, man. But guys,
haters will be haters.
Haters
will be haters.
Yeah. Such an amazing episode. It's so good to be back and ready to rock and roll. Real quick, want to let everybody know about our upcoming episodes. Friday, we have a very good friend of ours. Her name is Amanda Ross Maisie. She works for ESPN, but she covers West Virginia athletics. So she'll be coming on talk. It's literally for 20 minutes, no less, no more. It's 20 minutes due to contractual obligations. Then Monday, we have a new guest coming on Monday, January 12th. It's the only day she had available. It is episode 180. Her name is Nicole Dame. She is the head women's softball coach for Texas A&M San Antonio. So she will be joining us to talk to us about softball, because it's literally knocking on the door. Actually, ironically, we just got the email yesterday that sign up is now taking place for Addison's softball team. I'm like, good grief. We just started football and basketball yesterday. So it's crazy. But then also, we have a new lineup coming for the Sportz Nutz. What? Well, I'm so happy that we're adding a third episode to the show. So it will now officially be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You'll see all of us, not always, but you'll see us on there during those 3 episodes. We're still going to provide you the high quality content. Everything. We will be covering this year. We are going to be covering the Winter Olympics. Only starts in less than 30 days now. We will also be covering the World Cup. Our guy John from the Pitch Grid podcast will come on and talk to us, especially during the World Cup. So we're excited to talk about that one. Our guy Marcus McCollum will be coming on once a month to talk to us. Remember, we had a great episode with him when he came on, so we'll have him on. Really excited about that. We cannot wait for the growth. So as you guys see, we're growing. Remember, you will still see Ralph regularly. Ralph has his own sports going on. It is RW Media Productions. You will see it going regularly. So give him a follow, give him a share, give him a subscribe, everything. Our guy, Brian Pettit, as you do see, he is not here, but he is still part of the team. But he also does a lot of his stuff with his page called Tiger Stripes Media. So please give him a subscribe as well. And just help the network grow. Guys, we actually hit a milestone today. We are at officially 3,150 subscribers on YouTube. Our end of year goal is 7,500. We can do it with your help. Please help us out. We're moving right along. We just surpassed the 60,000 like mark for TikTok. We are on TikTok. As you see the little ticker there going there, it tells you where you can find all our information. We greatly appreciate it. Please also give a follow to our guys, Sergio Betancourt at 95.5 KFCE and TigerNation.live. So with that being said, for everybody who tuned tonight, we got 105 comments. Matt, give your final goodbyes, sir.
Oh yes, man. Everybody just kind of enjoy the weekend. And we got some good college football coming up this weekend. We got some good we got the NFL game. We don't got playoff games this weekend, do we?
Yeah, we do.
We got playoff games. We got playoff games.
Saturday 4:30. Saturday.
Panthers, man. Panthers.
Usually, don't they usually like have a week and then it's like, oh, that's before the Super Bowl. They have the week and Pro Bowl and all that stuff. Okay, so but yeah, man, we got some.
Age is catching up to you, Matt.
I know, right? We got a lot of good football coming up this weekend, guys. So just
there you go.
stay home and watch it, man. You don't got to go out. You don't got to go to the bars. You got to go drinking. You don't want the whoops to show behind you, and then you got to deal with all this other extra stuff, man. So yeah, man, you guys just go ahead and do. Oh, and shout out to my cousin, man. He got the job as a director of the OTP basketball league. It's like a
yeah, you know me.
No, it's OTP is like it's AAU. He's a director of AAU basketball league program. Man. So,
I had to get Matt to laugh on that one. I got Matt real good on that. He was like,
to my cousin for that one, man. Right.
I love it. Shane, give your goodbye, sir.
Oh yeah, as always, it's been a pleasure, man. Can't wait for everything that we've got going on here in 2026 for everyone out there, and as always, love everybody. May the good Lord bless you, and peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, and bacon grease, indeed. All right, Bensman, give your final goodbye, please.
Well, I thought this show started off with a bang, so it was a good start. So let's continue. We know how it is. When you beat the standard, you got to top the standard. So I'm sorry that I was out of the camera for a while, but I fixed the issue and came back on. So if there's a lot of hate in the world, so if you don't like what the person says, walk the other way, respect each other. And yeah, let's have and subscribe to my channel. Trying to get to 1,200 subscribers. Try to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. So a lot of play-by-play, a lot of good stuff coming up. So, and John Harbaugh, good luck in your future. I don't have to deal with you more than twice a year. So see you, John.
Absolutely. All right. So guys, enjoy your week. As I always tell you, peace up, A-Town down Y. It's the greatest sports day there ever was. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. We will see you on Friday. Until then, enjoy this old but new outro. I decided to switch it up a little bit. Yeah, we have our normal 39-second outro, but no, we're going to switch to the old one. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Don't kill each other, and have a good night. Goodbye.